Galileo Galilei was born on February 15, 1564, in the city of Pisa, Italy, famous for its Leaning Tower. He was the first of 6 children born to Vincenzo Galilei and Giulia di Cosimo Ammanati. His father Vincenzo was a musician and music theorist, with diverse interests in both the arts and sciences. His mother Giulia was a traditional homemaker who took care of the family. When Galileo was a child, his family moved to Florence, which at that time was a cultural and artistic hub. Galileo grew up in an intellectually stimulating environment, receiving a solid primary education at the Camaldolese Monastery in Florence. During this period, he showed a keen interest in the sciences, mathematics, and the arts, and developed a particular affinity for music, learning to play the lute from his father. Education and passion for science in 1581, at the age of 17, Galileo was sent by his father to the University of Pisa to study medicine, a field that was expected to provide him with a secure and prosperous future. However, Galileo soon realized that his true passion lay in mathematics and physics, not medicine. At the time, the University of Pisa was one of Europe's most prestigious universities, hosting a range of scholars and philosophers who deeply influenced Galileo's thinking. A pivotal moment in his life occurred when he observed the swinging motion of a chandelier in Pisa Cathedral. Galileo noticed that the time taken by the chandelier to swing back and forth remained constant, regardless of the distance it swung. This observation led him to discover the law of isochronism of the pendulum, although he lacked the precise instruments to document this phenomenon at the time. This observation marked the beginning of his deep interest in studying the motion of objects. Early career in 1585, Galileo left the University of Pisa without completing his medical degree and returned to Florence, where he began working as a private tutor in mathematics. During this period, he also started conducting experiments on motion, which led to the development of his ideas about the dynamics of objects. In 1589, Galileo was appointed as a professor of mathematics at the University of Pisa. During this time, he began challenging the traditional ideas based on Aristotelian philosophy, particularly those concerning the motion of objects. He conducted famous experiments in which he dropped balls of different sizes and weights from the Leaning Tower of Pisa. He proved that the speed of falling objects does not depend on their weight, an idea that directly contradicted the prevailing Aristotelian thought. Scientific achievements. The telescope and astronomical discoveries in 1609, Galileo heard about the invention of the telescope in Holland. He immediately set about improving this device, creating his own telescope with a magnification power of up to 30 times.